Ladies and guys who want to look a little better and get a few chickies. Andy here, author of the best Tinder guide on the internet. This is the Kill You're in a Loser show. Let's fucking go. Yesterday, we talked about why your Tinder pictures suck and how to improve them. And then today, gentlemen, we will be talking about how to improve your actual looks. So this is my Tinder guide. I have to be very careful with what I show on the screen because there's some nudie pictures in here and YouTube will not like that. But we should be fine. This chick is wearing clothes, so that's fine. We're going to do just a super brief overview because I think this is worth touching on from time to time. So I will leave a link in the description below to the actual Tinder guide itself. Definitely recommend you go and read that. Absolutely massive, absolutely free. And I talk about how to improve your looks. And we're going to briefly go through that right now. Very, very briefly. But go and read the full article because I go into much more detail than what we're going to do today. But I think it goes without saying that looking good gets you the best results. Looking good matters the most, absolutely above everything else, especially for Tinder, but not just Tinder. Even just walking up to girls on the street, the good-looking guy who does a bad job will get far better results than the unattractive guy who does an amazing job. What I'm saying there is you can be the world's best pickup artist, but if you're obese and you look like trash and you dress horribly, you will never do as well as a good-looking guy who does a shit job and is nervous and stutters and doesn't know what to say. Girls will give the attractive guy far more of a pass. He can screw up, he can stutter, he can look like an idiot, he can forget his own name. That kind of doesn't matter. If anything, that's endearing. Whereas the unattractive guy, if he has the perfect lines of all time, he hasn't crossed her looks threshold. He's not attractive enough for her to sleep with. And so almost nothing that he says is going to convince her to fuck him. As the rational male and plenty of other people have said, you can't negotiate desire. You can't negotiate a woman into wanting to fuck you. She either does or she doesn't. So, looking good matters the most. Improving your looks will always be the most important thing. Will get you the most benefits the quickest. It's the thing I tell you to focus on first. You can worry about your confidence and your personality and all that shit as you get started. But losing weight, gaining muscle, dressing better, getting a good hairstyle, all of that stuff will always be the most important stuff. I think you guys know this. If you look at guys who get laid a lot, what do they all have in common? They're all attractive. So if you want to get laid a lot, what do? Become attractive. It's not really that complicated. And I always kind of, I get confused, or it surprises me, I should say, when a guy tries to get around that and he goes, or he says it's not fair. It's not fair. Why do the attractive guys get all the girls? Why does it have to be like that? Why don't you just join the attractive guys, become one yourself, and then you can get all the girls too? So there's no point like complaining about it. The other thing I'll say is that this stuff will take time. You don't just like wake up one day and become attractive. It's something you have to work on. It's something you have to keep improving at. The good news is you have the rest of your life to work on this stuff, and you don't have to just like suddenly like you don't have to tomorrow wake up and be an attractive person. You got plenty of time to work on this shit. Don't stress. So the first thing I will say is where you got to start with is some honest feedback of your current looks. If you join my forums, guys on there, just post some pictures of yourself. Guys will give you feedback. They'll say, yeah, here's what you need to improve. You know, you're overweight right now. Work on that first, blah, blah, blah. That is what you need. If you want to hit me up for coaching, I can do that for you. You know, there's a link in the description below. I'm happy to help with that shit. But get feedback from someone that you trust, either me or the guys on my forums, people who are trying to work on getting laid themselves or who already get laid. Don't trust people who aren't on the mission to get laid. So don't go and ask your family. Don't go and ask your friends if they're not currently working on getting laid themselves. Don't ask other people, because other people will tell you what they think you want to hear, which is, no, you're beautiful how you are. No, you look good how you are. No. Like maybe you could lose a little bit of weight, but you know, you look healthy right now. They won't tell you the harsh truth. They won't say, you know, like I have plenty of coaching clients that I drill into them every single week. Listen, you're still fat. You need to lose weight. You are not attractive. You need to fix that. I know you're not getting results with girls right now. It's because you're fat and you dress like shit. I am abundantly blunt and clear with them about what they need to change. So you need to get honest feedback from other people about where you're at. My forums are probably the easiest way. If you want to hit me up for coaching, do that. Sure, fine. Next thing I'll say is you don't have to be perfect. Always be improving. Like I said at the start, you're not going to wake up one day and be Captain God. That's a slow process. It's a slow process to build the body that you want. It's a slow process to lose weight. It takes time. It takes effort. You have to be in this for the long haul. You have to be willing to work on yourself for the rest of your life. Now, it won't take you the rest of your life to get laid. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying look at this like a long-term project. For the rest of my life, I want to be better. I want to be a better man. I want to be more confident. I want to be more attractive. If you're looking at this to just try and have it as a quick fix, like, let me just quickly lose weight over 3 months and then I can get laid and then it's all done and I don't have to try anymore. No. That will be fine for getting you a girlfriend. That will be fine for getting you to settle. And if you want that, sure, go for that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's personally not for me. That's not what I wanted. You know, I wanted to always be better, and pretty much everyone in my community wants to always be better. None of us are really looking for the quick fix, because the problem with the quick fix is you kind of have to cheat to get there, and then your self-esteem, it's like you'll get those quick results. You will get one girlfriend, but you'll never know. The self-esteem doesn't catch up with it. Self-esteem takes a while to catch up after your results. I'm explaining this incredibly poorly, but essentially, if you work on this shit for the rest of your life, your self-esteem will increase. If you look for a quick fix, you'll get that quick fix, but you will always have low self-esteem. You'll always wonder if you could have done more. You won't feel like you've actually achieved. You feel like you kind of just took a shortcut to get there, because that's what you're kind of talking about. You're talking about taking a shortcut to get there. How do I quickly get to a point where I can get a girlfriend? It doesn't happen quickly. This shit takes time. Same thing people will tell you in the gym. You can get quick results in the gym if you take steroids, but what will happen is you'll lose your gains. You don't know how to hold on to the gains. You don't know how to maintain the gains because you haven't practiced. You haven't built a habit of going to the gym. The gym is a lifelong habit. Not getting girls, but self-improvement is a lifelong habit. If you want to be a better man, it's not a quick fix. Just like if you want an elite body for the rest of your life, you don't just quickly do it in the gym and then maintain. It doesn't work like that. You'll fuck it up. You don't know how to maintain because you haven't built a habit of the gym. So here's some wanky stuff about me and my self-improvement. Let's scroll down. Yep, so low fat. Lower body fat makes the most difference. So that is the absolute first thing that I tell everyone to start with. Even if you think you're not fat, if you don't have abs, you have some fat to lose. The leaner you can get, and I have plenty of examples on the screen here of guys who, I love these fucking pictures, guys who lost weight. And what a fucking difference it makes for their face. Look at that. Jesus Christ. All this fat fuck did was, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? All this guy did was lose fat. He's got a better haircut, sure. He ditched the glasses, but look at that fucking face compared to on the left. Jesus motherfucking Christ. Look at this bad bitch. Holy fuck. Look at that jawline. You could cut concrete with that fucking jaw. That's just weight loss. Look at that. Weight loss. Look at that. Weight loss. Losing fat, even if you think you're not fat, makes the biggest difference to your attractiveness. Jesus fucking Christ. And for any of you Indian guys out there who say, oh, Indian guys can't get laid, fuck off. Look at this fucking sexy bitch on the right there. Losing fat makes the absolute most difference to your face, to your body, but your face more than anything. And especially if you're going to go on Tinder, but this applies for if you're going outside to talk to girls. Actually, it applies equally to both. On Tinder, they look at your face first. In person, they look at your face first. So losing fat matters above all else. I've talked a bunch about that. There's an article here. I'm not going to click this because it's got nudie pictures in it and I don't want to show that on YouTube, but go into this article and read this. I talk about my own fat loss journey and how much of a difference it made when I lost weight, how much easier I got laid, how many more compliments I got, how girls started telling me that I was sexy, which they never did before. This is my face before and after as well. You know, fat bitch on the left, sexy bitch on the right. Where the fuck am I looking on the right? Why am I looking up in the air? What the fuck am I doing? Anyway, so in terms of losing fat, you know, you all know what to do, but go and read this article if you don't. I have this article here. You can click on that, and I talk about how to actually lose fat, how to count your calories, stuff like that. If you don't know that you can do it alone, here's another before and after picture of me. If you don't know if you can do it alone, jump on the forums and get some motivation on there. You're welcome to hit me up for coaching. Get a personal trainer if you want. Whatever you have to do to lose the fat. There's also a couple of like how to lose fat and some diet, exercise, like workout plans on here. These two links are amazing. I love that website. It's called A Workout Routine and acaloriecounter.com. That's a brilliant website. They're both written by the same guy. But essentially just counting your calories, just Your calories in have to be less than your calories out. Yeah. Gaining muscle obviously makes a huge fucking difference. So go to the gym, lift weights. You've probably heard that a million times, but how many of you actually do it? And lifting properly. I don't mean just going to the gym and fucking around. I mean lifting weights properly, either bodybuilding or powerlifting. One of those two. Doing a proper workout routine focused on increased load over time. Adding more weight to the bar each time. Periodic improvement. Don't just go to the gym and lift the same weights you did last time. You want to be aiming to lift more and more every time you're in the gym. So I've got a few more links here on beginner workouts, what to actually do when you get there, how to get started, all that good shit. I talk about how to get a coach if you want a personal trainer or a coach, blah, blah, blah. There's me when I was at my skinniest, when I lost all the fat, and then you can't really see in this picture, but I've got more muscle. That's all that matters. Fashion and style. So how you dress yourself is obviously going to be super important for your appearance, whether that's going outside and talking to women or whether that's on Tinder. So what I do and what I recommend most people do is go to some different stores and try on a bunch of different outfits. Try on maybe like 10 different outfits. Take photos with your phone of you wearing them. Not just the clothes, but you actually wearing them. Make sure they're a nice tight fit. Take the photos. Don't buy those clothes. Post the photos either on my forums. If you're one of my coaching clients, hit me up and I will look over them, and so will the other people in my group coaching program. We can all look over them together. But show someone your fucking photos, and then they will tell you, okay, this outfit looks good, that one looks bad, this one looks good, and then you go back to the store and you buy the ones that people thought looked really good. The easiest store to probably go to is Zara. Every time I go into Zara, everything I'm wearing right now is from Zara. Actually, except the hat. But every time I go into Zara, it's so fucking easy to buy clothes pretty much everything in Zara looks good. If you go to Zara, you almost can't fail. H&M is also fairly decent. TJ Maxx is okay, but you have to sort through. It's a little bit more of a discount store, and there's a lot more clothes you have to sort through. There's a lot of trash in there, but there are some good stuff in there. I shop in there sometimes. So Zara is the easiest one to start with. It is the most expensive, but the good news is everything on the racks will look good. They also kind of dress, or they dress the mannequins up in an outfit. Like they will be wearing jeans, a shirt, a jacket, a hat, and sneakers, and then you can just buy all those different items and combine it into an outfit. H&M does that as well, so H&M is pretty decent, but Zara for me is just every time I go to Zara, I like every single item in Zara, and all of my mates who shop at Zara say the same shit. They're like, yeah, Zara's just easy. You just buy anything in there and it looks good. Even the fucking sneakers look good. So I would start with Zara, but as I said, take a bunch of different photos of different outfits, post them on the forums or post them to me and like share them with me if you're in my group coaching, and see what people like and then go back and buy them. You can also take inspiration from people on Instagram, or you can, if you know anyone in your life that gets laid a lot and dresses really well, just kind of copy what they wear. So these guys all dress really well. Obviously, you know, some of this shit is from Zara or stores like pretty similar to it. I've also listed you can click this link. I've got a list of different Instagram accounts that you can follow of guys that look really good and dress really well. So I just go and copy them. Accessories are the next most important thing. So a watch, a ring, a necklace, a bracelet, like that kind of stuff. Absolutely, you need to throw on some fucking bling. Here's me being a fucking weirdo. What am I doing here? Modeling different hats, I guess. I don't even like half these hats now. I got much better hats now, but the point is like throwing in some bling, some accessories, a watch, you know, some rings. I got way better rings now. Actually, I still have that ring, that one in that picture. But I like my other rings. Anyway, just like getting some rings, a necklace, especially, you know, fuck, I'm not wearing a necklace. This is like the one time I'm not wearing a necklace, but in pretty much every video I'm wearing a necklace. I'm always wearing rings. You know, I have earrings. You don't need earrings if you don't want to. Get them if you want them. But just throw on some bling, because it basically looks like you put some effort in. It looks like you care. And that's what we're trying to get across here, is that you look like you care. You look like you put some effort in. You thought about how you wanted to look before you left the house. You know, you've thought about how you want to show yourself off to the rest of the world, and accessories are the easiest way to do that. Everyone likes bling. It looks good. Hair and facial hair. So I've got like a before and after here. You can see I'm kind of like messy on the left. You know, I've got hair down under my neck, and this is all kind of just scattered. And then on the right, it's like, okay, look at that. It's like nice. You've got a nice line. I always have clean lines to my beard if you have a look. Just messing around with your hair and your facial hair. I used to have hair, now I'm just bald, but if you have hair, go to the barber and get a decent fucking haircut. Go to a hairdresser and say, I want you to make me look, you know, good. I want you to give me some sex appeal. Tell them what you're looking for. You know, I'm putting myself out there. I want to start dating. I want to look good. Like, can you give me a really good haircut that makes me look sexy? Don't just, I see too many guys that just kind of shave it short or cut it short and they're just like, that'll do. Put some effort in. Your hair is one of your best assets if you still have your hair. Your hair is one of your best fucking assets. Use it. Make it work for you. Think of it like an accessory. Same with your facial hair. Groom that shit. Shave under your neck. Don't just let it be all stubble and messy. Have a nice clean line to whatever beard. Like, make it look like you had some intent. You intended for it to look like that rather than you just let it grow however it wanted to grow. Teeth whitening is obviously important. You can use either the professional Zoom whitening, which I've done a couple of times now, or you can use the little white strips, which are much cheaper, but they take a longer time. If you have the money, just go get the professional one because it's done like that. It's done in like an hour. It's so easy. I've done that. I like doing that. That's how I normally clean my teeth now or whiten my teeth. If you want to use the strips, fine. Just like I said, know that it can take 3 months. It can take up to 6 months if you have really yellow teeth, whereas the Zoom whitening would just fix it immediately. But that's at least a cheaper option, a cheaper but slower option. Tattoos and piercings. As I said, I have piercings. I've got both ears pierced. You don't need to if you don't want to yourself. Tattoos, if you want tattoos, get them. If you don't get them. Don't get tattoos just because you think they will get you girls. They will, for sure. Like, girls like tattoos, but at least want tattoos for yourself. Don't get them if you're only getting them for women. That would be a bad idea. Make sure if you decide to get a tattoo, make sure you like the design. The easiest way of doing that is to just get a design of something that's people say that's meaningful to you, but what I say is a meaningful goal that you've achieved. So for me, the first one I got was a bowling pin, which represented the 365 project I did for my photography. So I did a project every day for 365 days. I did a photo every day. And the bowling pin represented that. It was kind of an inside joke. And so that was really meaningful to me. The next tattoo I got on my arm says speak truth. Honesty is something that's very fucking important to me. So that was something important to me. The little duck that I have here, the duck holding a gun, that was to represent when I beat my approach anxiety. And I overcame it and I went on to talk to women. So that was a huge milestone for me. That was a huge goal. You know, Imogen has a tattoo. My girlfriend has a tattoo on her wrist of a rocket ship going to the moon. That's an inside sort of not joke, but an inside thing between the two of us. I told her a million times, I'm going to take you to the moon. Like, you know, the sky's the limit. We can achieve anything we want. Let's go to the moon. So that was extremely meaningful to her. So get tattoos that are meaningful to you. The easiest way of doing that, like I said, is to just get a tattoo that represents a goal that you've achieved or some big part of your life or something you've overcome, something like that. And again, only get a tattoo if you really want a tattoo. Other stuff you can work on is skincare. So guys who need to work on their skincare, if you got a lot of acne and stuff like that, there are a lot of products. I talk about them in this article. So go on, I've linked to it in the description below. Go and read it. Height increasing shoes. If you're a short guy, absolutely get them. I've done a full article on it. You can go and read that here. They add like up to 4 inches to your height. So that's a massive increase. Definitely work on that. If your posture is shit, work on that. If you want to shave your body, that's something that I do from time to time because it makes your muscles stick out a lot more. Definitely recommend that. Tanning, I definitely recommend that as well. I think I even have a before after of me with tanning as well down here somewhere. Yes, I do. So on the left, I'm white as fuck. On the right, that's not photoshopped or different lighting or anything. I tanned. There's peptides and stuff you can buy, or you can just go to tanning beds and stuff. This was over 3 months or 6 months or something I tanned, and that made a big difference, especially my body. Obviously things like if you're going to go up to girls and hit on them, wear a good cologne, wear something that smells nice. I've got a link to this website here. You can jump on this website. I fucking love this website. And you can basically search for almost any flavor or scent that you could think of, like literally fruits and flavors and like anything you want. This list is incredibly long, and you click on the scent that you think you would like, or you can combine multiple scents, and then it will tell you a list of perfumes that have that scent. For me, that's how I found my favorite one. I searched for coffee, and I clicked on coffee, and coffee is my favorite fucking scent. Absolutely favorite fucking scent. And then here, one called A-Star by Mugler, and that is the one that I bought because I found it on this website. So what am I doing? So finding your a cologne that suits you and wearing that obviously makes a difference when you're hitting on girls. Things like I just said, like shaving, that makes a difference. Tanning. And then the final thing I'll say is, it's not so much your appearance, but if there is like mental issues or depression or some insecurities and stuff holding you back, like definitely work on that stuff as well. That will hold you back from your results, especially, when it comes to getting laid. If you don't like women, that's something to work on as well. If you hate women, that's going to hold you back. If you're a very negative person, that's going to hold you back. So, I've done articles on how to overcome that stuff in the past. The main thing is talk to someone. Either post on the forums, on my forums, and talk on there. You're welcome to hit me up for coaching. We can go through it, find a counselor, reach out to family or friends. Just fucking talk to someone about that shit, because that stuff is going to hold you back. Plus, I don't want you guys to be unhappy. Work on this stuff. So that's it. That's the short and dirty guide to improving your looks. As I said, I was always going to keep this very short. It's only been 20 minutes. But go and read the full article. I'll leave a link in the description below. I have plenty of other articles on my website on losing weight, gaining muscle, improving your looks, all that sort of stuff. Most of them were linked in the article that I'll link to here in the Tinder guide. So go check that one out, guys. Work on your appearance. It makes the biggest fucking difference to your results, whether that's going outside or jumping on Tinder and getting laid. As always, go out and crush your goals.